Well, hi everybody. How are you tonight? Oh my goodness. What a wackadoo. Aha. Usually on Thursdays, I don't make plans. If I've got something going on, I'll go out in the morning. Today I did something in the afternoon and boy, I just kind of threw my wackadoo-ness into full tilt. So that's okay. It's a good night for laughter, and that's what we're going to do tonight. So we have Linda's here. Glad you're not missing it, Linda. This is You've Been Waiting. And Larry, and Lupe's here. Hi, Lupe. How are you? Thank you for the happy belated birthday. Yes, we had a good time. We went out to Macaluso's last night for Italian dinner. And I ate way too much rich food, and had a really good sambuco for dessert. Black licorice, anise flavored liqueur. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Tamara, I won't be back in time today. We're going shopping, and that takes a while. A 3 to 4 hour trip there and back. We're leaving at 7:30 a.m. and hope we make it back. Oh my gosh. So she must have sent that message in earlier. Oh, there. Tamara's loves and hugs to all. Lupe, Larry. Madonna's here. Hi, Madonna. And Angie's here. Oh, my gosh. So we have everybody lined up here and everything ready for some fun. Yes, we had a great birthday. I did. I went to a figure drawing class, which was fun. I had a fun time doing some stuff in the morning. What else did I do? We laid out where we're going to build the shed, and did some lines on that, which is going to be a studio outside. And let's see. Heard from several people that I hadn't heard from in ages. It was really good to talk to them. And then we went out to dinner, and then we cruised over to the Apple store to look at something, and then cruised home and just had a real nice night. Finished watching Queen Charlotte, the Bridgerton offshoot, and it was so good. So good. So that was my happy day yesterday. So let's check in. Everybody's gotten already. I'm debating whether to I think I'm just going to jump right in to this book, because I thought about reading another book first to get my voice warmed up, but I've been practicing the book a couple of times. This is a book that, believe it or not, I did not read that often at school because the kids always had it checked out and I never got to have it. So I'm revisiting an old friend of ours. Yes, the one and only SkippyJon Jones. And I chose this one. It's called SkippyJon Jones Class Action. Always has different meanings, connotations these days, but for SkippyJon, I chose it because it's getting close to the end of the school year for a lot of kids. My granddaughter finishes school on the 25th of May, I think, in Phoenix, and yeah, I knew you'd like that, Linda. Linda's going, yay! On the 25th of May, she finishes school, and here, turn my microphone so it's a little more directed toward me. And I know June's coming up, and so there's a whole lot of stuff going on for the end of school year. And SkippyJon Jones Class Action is just about Skippy, well, going to school when he's not supposed to. you know, Skippy doesn't do anything quite the way he should. And so this one is a bit of a challenge. So hang on to your seats. I apologize ahead of time if I get some of my Spanish pronunciations wrong, flat out wrong, which I very well might have. I don't know. Yeah. My Spanish teacher, what was his name? Can't remember now. Anyway, it's a challenge. So we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys are ready to laugh and have some fun with this one because it's going to be a kick. And we're getting ready for SkippyJon Jones Class Action. Now, see, here's the first trick, is getting this camera. Yay! So that camera with me right there in it is basically my camera phone, which connects in this weird, it's continuity camera that they have with iMac. It connects through this. So it's pretty easy, but I didn't have the right size. Oh, I could have used my gimbal to hold it. So I have it like rubber banded onto something. And it took a little bit of that, but I want to do that because I need to be able to see the book to read SkippyJon Jones Class Action for you guys. And are you all ready for this? You know? Yeah, let's have a little bit of yay for SkippyJon Jones. And everybody goes bounce and bounce and bounce to get started. A little different beverage tonight. I'm out of Krabby's, so I tried something else to cleanse the palate, so to speak. All right. Here we go. And there it is. SkippyJon Jones Class Action by Judy Schachner. Uh-oh. I want you guys to watch in the pictures. So what Judy does in her fabulous way of illustrating, she uses some, you'll find references to classic pieces of literature or of art throughout it, and to literature too. So maybe there'll be a quiz at the end. I doubt it, but I can always pretend. All right, SkippyJon Jones Class Action. SkippyJon Jones was just dying to go to school. And nobody, not even his mama, was going to stop him. But she did, by the scruff of the neck. School is for the dogs, stated Mama Junebug Jones emphatically. They're unruly and drooly, she added dramatically. Just listen to that barking. Those hounds sound ferocious. Plus a bus full of dog breath would smell so atrocious. Good golly, Pop Lolly, it's such a no-brainer. If there's a good dog, it's because of his trainer. And his mama gently nudged her nugget into his room. Then she added, You're SkippyJon Jones, a smart Siamese cat. Take a look in the mirror if you don't believe that. He looks in the mirror every day, said his sisters, Jezebel, Jillyboo, and Jujubee. But all he sees are chihuahuas. Orf, orf, barked Jujubee. After his family left him to think, the chihuahua did exactly what his mama suggested, but not before he bounced around his room with some books. Oh, I'm SkippyJon Jones and I don't get the bus. It's not like a pigeon is driving the bus. Then he climbed up his sister's kitty condo ladder for a peekaboo in the mirror. Holy Julio, squealed the kitty boy. How many chihuahuas am I? He wondered out loud. Then he took a deep breath And using his very best Spanish accent, he answered, "As many as your head can handle, hombre." Oh, and quicker than you can say, "The cat in the hat never did that," the kitty boy tossed his mask and his cape and a bright yellow banana into his mochila. Then he buttoned up his red plaid shirt and he began to sing in a muy soft voice. "Oh, my name is Skippito Frisquito, and I'm off to the school for perritos, 'cause I've had a good hunch that I'm going to have lunch with a graneo bunch of perritos." Well, just across the hall, Mama Junebug Jones and the girls were doing a little homework of their own. "Listen here, messy missus," said Mama. "How are you supposed to clean your kitty condo without your ladder?" "SkippyJon has it," said the sisters. "What for?" asked Mama. "So he can see the chihuahua in the mirror." The chihuahua, however, was already in his closet, boarding a bus for school. But the kitty boy wasn't the only chihuahua on board. His old amigos, los chimichangos, were going to school too. "Thank dog you made it, dude," exclaimed Don Diego, the biggest of the small one. "Si, Skippito," panted Poquito Tito, the smallest of the small ones. "We need your help with el bolito." "Without a dotito," declared El Skippito. "But why do you need my help with the bully?" "Because he is a perro mezquino," declared Don Diego, "who bareñas around the escuela in a tazalita." "He spins around the school in a tiny teacup?" exclaimed the kitty boy in shock. "Si, dude," added Don Diego. "He growls and howls and wears a suerte de lana también." "Not the wool sweater," said Skippito. "Uh-huh," agreed Poquito Tito, trembling. "He is a woolly bully." There wasn't a dog worth his biscuits who didn't fear the woolly bully. So it was a surprise when a potent puff of panic poofed out of the gatito's tail. And all that puffiness inspired the puchitos to sing, "Oh, puffy, puffu, puffito, you know you can do it, Scapito. Let's unravel his sweater and knit something better. We'll show that old woolly bolito." But there was no turning back now. The doggies had arrived at school. A moment later, the principal, a poodle with very high standards, appeared with a bucket of balls and whistle. First, she blew, and then she threw. "Go fetch!" barked Mrs. Begalot. Then every dog, big and small, chased a ball down the hall and into their classrooms, except for Skippito. He got carried along by the river of rovers and landed in art class, where he drew his best ever double doggy doodle. "I've never seen a pup do that before," said Mrs. Houndler, the art teacher. Then he trotted over to the music room and bayed like a beagle for the canine chorus. "Bow wow!" woofed Mr. Muzzletuff. "What a pair of ears!" After music came math, where Skippy stunned Mrs. McDruler with his counting skills. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. And at the bell, the amigos followed their noses into the library. Not even a bowl full of frijoles smelled as delicious as the scent of books waiting to be read. "I lick libros," declared El Skippito Frisquito, the great readerito. "I like books too," whispered Lenora Lapsitter, the librarian, from behind the bookcase. The kitty boy was the last to leave the library, so he had to race right over to French class with Monsieur Fouzet. Can you say cheese? Asked the teacher. Oui, oui, says the poodles. Fromage. Si, si, says Capito. Queso. Queso cabeza, shouted the chimichangos from the rear of the room. I am not a cheesehead, chimichangos, chuckled the gatito. I am a chihuahua. The poodles were tickled pink to have Los Puchitos in class with them, and Los Puchitos wanted to share what they had learned with their amigo. So, the puppies sang, Comme si, comme ça, comme sito. We have something to tell you, Skipito. When the poodles say oui, they really mean si. So don't look for a red hydrantito. After French, Los Muchachos took a pass on obedience class, deciding instead to nap inside the warm case where the golden trofeos. I'm not good at following rules, confessed the kitty boy. What dog is, dude? Quipped Don Diego. But just then, the gatito heard a gut-gurgling growl that shook the entire escuela, perhaps the whole planeta. Holy heartburn! Hollered Skipito. Was that my tummy? No, that is the bellow of the woolly bolito, said Poquito Tito with a shiverito. The gruesome grumble grew louder, and along with it came the rattle and plink of the terrible Tazalita. It was spinning wildly right under his nose, circling like a polka-dotted shark. Underlay, declared Don Diego. Get out your duds, dude. But Skipito was too frozen with fear to unpack his mochila, so his amigos did it for him, helping to change their chico into El Skipito Fresquito, complete with mask, cape, and banana. Why the platano, dude? Asked Pintolito. It's my snackito, replied Gatito. Will you share it with me and Tito? Oh, yes, indeedo, agreed Skipito. Then, woof, chakalaka-laka, woof, chakalaka-laka. Every doggy leaped out of the case and latched onto the charged Taza. This caused the cup to spin wildly out of control, some of the chicos just hanging on by a tail. Estoy mareado, cried Skipito. You're not dizzy, dude, you're green, yipped the doggies. And the whirling dervish of a dog-filled teacup cut a mean path of destruction past the principal's office and spun straight into the lunch bunch like a bowling ball. Strikeito! Shouted the Puchitos. And strike it did. Smash, crackle, and pop! The twirling Tazalita crashed right into a table and broke apart, exposing the ferocious Fuzzy for what he really was. A teeny, tiny, itsy-bitsy, wool-wearing teacup chihuahua? Dude, declared Skipito, you're no bigger than a bugito. But the bugito's only reply was a gut-gurgling growl greater than the hounds had ever heard before. Oh, is that your tummy? Asked Skipito. Sí, replied the bolito. Tengo mucho hambre. Oh, I am hungry too, agreed the gatito. But you can have my platano. This act of kindness made the chimichangos pull out their jump ropes right in the middle of the mess. Peanut butter and belly buttons, chunky cherry pits, the woolly bully Taza has broken into bits. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, jelly on the toast. He's not a woolly bully, he's just hungrier than most. Just then, Mrs. Begalot stomped into the lunchroom. I smell a cat, she bellowed. That cat better scat. Then out came the whistle. First she blew. Then she threw a bright yellow ball down the hall, which every dog, big and small, began to chase, except for Skippito. He wasn't chasing the ball, he was running for his life. First Skippy tripped, and then he slipped on the banana peel and slid straight out of his closet and back into the arms of his mama, Junebug Jones. What in the woolly white willies have you been up to, Mr. Whistle Whiskers? Asked Mama. It broke my teacup, whined Jillyboo. And he ate my banana, complained Jezebel. That's 'cause he went to school with the chihuahuas, explained Jujubee. Later that night, after every Fuzzies fell asleep, the kitty boy was good for one last bounce. Oh, SkippyJon Jones, and I couldn't say it better. A dog's not a bully just because he wears a sweater. Then he bounced over to his mama and gave her a beso, a kiss she felt straight through the layers of her quilt. Good night, Little Dipper, said the very sleepy mama. Good night, Mama, said the very sleepy kitten. And that's SkippyJon Jones. All right, quiz time. Who saw... Hi, Helen. Oh, my gosh. You're here, Helen, for SkippyJon. Oh, thank you, Helen, for the birthday wishes. That's awesome. Let me just go over check. Here. Woolly bully, woolly bullies. I know. Have you ever seen a dog try to eat a woolly bully? You know those little caterpillar, woolly bully caterpillars? Oh, yeah. They get an acid taste on their tongue. They don't like them. Excellent. So, thank you, Linda. Yay, excelente, she said. All right. Who saw a famous or an art reference that they recognized? Anybody put it in the chat if you caught one. If you see it and you tell me to stop, I'll see. I don't know how much of a delay I have. French class. That was comme ci, comme ça, comme cito. We have something to tell you, Skippito. When the poodle say oui, they really mean si. So don't look for her red hydrantito. I love that one. What was it? It was back at the fromage de chèvre. They had the goat cheese up there. Why dogs read and where. The pictures. I love this dog here. Look at these guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, what's on? Hold it. Oh, they're adding. But there's one. Here, this one. The Mona Lisa. The Howl. I can't remember, but here's the one. You know what that famous one around the dogs around the poker table? I thought that's pretty cool. What's the name of that piece? Who knows the name of that piece? The ones that the art piece with the dogs around the table. Oh, I can't remember. The dogs playing cards. Yeah, what's the name of that one? Wee wee, not wee wee. Yeah. And then I mean the names. Mrs. Begs a Lot was the principal. Mrs. Beg a Lot. And then Mrs. Houndler. And Mr. Muzzletough. And then Mrs. McDruller. I loved her, Mrs. McDruller. And what was the French? Monsieur Fusée. I love him. It's just so clever what Judy does with all of this. It just cracks me up every time. So that's that one. Okay. Boom. Here we go. There we go. Now, maybe. See if I can get this other one. It doesn't show up as large, but it's kind of funny too. Oh, okay. So no, it has to be this. I have to do this other one. So you guys, I'm going to read the other book I'm going to read is called The Truth About Grandparents. And I'm going to read it because my granddaughter sent me a coffee cup for my birthday. And maybe I can change this camera to the M50 maybe. So here's the cup that she sent me. All right. This Layla and Lachlan sent me this coffee cup. So it'll go very well with the book that I'm going to read, which is called The Truth About Grandparents. And I think it's funny. So this is the coffee cup. Dogs Playing Poker refers collectively to a 1894 painting, a series of 16 oil paintings, and a 1910 painting by Cassius Marcellus Coolidge. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. Okay, so this is the one part of the coffee cup. It says other grandmas. On the next part, it says you. Now, this first horse is a rather staid and stately brown horse. Right? The horse that's me, if you can see it there, is a rainbow mane and tail pole dancing horse. Yep. Isn't that hilarious? Hang on. So there it is. Other grandmas and you. Look at that. That's my new coffee cup from Layla and Lachlan. I roared when I opened this. I just cracked me up. Not... I'm going with the spirit of it. I'm trusting that Layla, or Annalena probably helped her too, that this is the spirit that grandma's kind of wild and uninhibited. Yeah, because I haven't really, that's not been on my bucket list to necessarily. Did a class one time, but one. Anyway, long time ago. I know, and then too funny. All right. Okay. So that means, let me go back to here. Yeah, so the next book I'm going to read, is called The Truth About Grandparents. And it's just, it'll make you laugh. It's fun. I thought since my birthday yesterday and since I got that from Layla and Lachlan, and it's just kind of a hoot. So here we go. There we go. And see how it shows up. There we go. Oh, hang on. I need to do a little bit of something here. Oops, that's too big. And, oh, I know what I can do. Hang on. Both. There we go. And let's take the zoom off of here. I'm trying to make it so you can see the whole thing. There we go. There we go. There. All right. The Truth about grandparents by, who's it by? Alina Ellis. I love this end papers. My grandparents are really old. They have wrinkly faces and a little bit of hair, and a little bit of hair and funny teeth. I've been hearing a lot of strange things about old people. Some people say they have not much fun. Yeah. I wonder if I can get it to do. Nope, it's. Oops, back. Oh, maybe it'll do it this way. Oh, there we go. Not much fun. There we go. They say that grandparents are slow and clumsy and not bendy. Someone told me grandparents are scared of new things. Grr. They don't ever dance. And they definitely don't care for romance. They say that grandparents are quiet. And grandparents are not at all adventurous. But I know the truth about grandparents. Grandparents are amazing. I love that. Oh my gosh. And that's that one. Just a short little one. I kind of got inspired too because Bob was watching Nicole Wallace on the news, and they were talking about AI, and they were having all these things and discussions back and forth. They had a couple experts on, and she literally toward the end of the newscast asked somebody else, well, what are people over 70 and over going to do about AI? What are they going to do with it? And I was like, Bob said he just dropped, because he's 70 and he follows an AI couple of experts, and he on Twitter, and I use it all the time in this and everything. And it's like, oh, Nicole, girl, no, just wait. 70 is just too much fun now. Hi, Roxanne. Nice to have you here. Good job. Yeah, 4 margaritas. Yay. Not even Friday. Roxanne's on the margaritas. Okay, so then she's on the margaritas. This is something that my son-in-law got a very good son-in-law. Because he couldn't find Krabby's down in Phoenix, so he got me these vodka mules because they're made with ginger beer. Very good. So I had the 2 and the 5-year-old grandson. Oh man. Yay. That's why the margaritas. Yes. They're a lot busy. Snoozing by now. Yes. Snoozing by now with that many. So anyway, so that was the story about grandparents. Just, we just keep going. There's just too much fun to be had reading stories. You guys keep me young, keep me going, keep me on all kinds of stuff. I've been painting, like the figure drawing class I went to yesterday was real fun. I'm not really doing, I don't think anything, it's not a great interest of something I want to do, but it's good for learning shapes. And then I did some more fiddly things today. So on Sunday, let's everybody try to send something in, okay? Something, even if it's something in progress. I'd love to, because Tamara's always oftentimes sent things in like 2 or 3 pictures of something in progress, like the beginning, the middle, and where she is now, or some choices to make. Sometimes it's good to see some stuff in progress. Even if you go out and snap a picture of your backyard of flowers that you have and how they are in progress of blooms and what you think they might do. I mean, I get a lot of ideas for painting and stuff from things like that. So, send something in if you can. It doesn't have to be a current thing. Maybe it's just something that you've dug out that you haven't seen for a while. My shirt looks like it was made from Gretchen's drawing. Oh, yeah, I love this shirt. I could paint it. Probably, that's what I need. So, maybe it's something that you dig out and haven't seen for a while and take fresh eyes at it, or something that what it was that you did at that time and what it was you liked about it. So let's see it and see what the change has been. I have been doing another kind of a flower sketch today. Fiddle-dee-dee. Oops, it's upside down. And I saw some things that I did goofy wrong, so I'm just playing with it to try to make it work. I did this the other day. That was kind of fun. That was, I followed somebody on how to paint a watercolor paint, and I was on I think I was on a Zoom meeting for something, and I just decided to paint while everybody else was talking, which was kind of nice. Anyway, so send stuff in. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, we all have a lot of different levels of skills and stuff. Not a lot of you guys are photographers, and I wouldn't expect you to be able to know all the stuff that I do to make a photo look the way it does. And I'm not a collage artist like Tamara. I cut out a bunch of flowers the other day, and I thought, okay, maybe I can stick them on something and see what it does. It's hilarious, but it's a start. So, I know that in this group that Tamara will think it's cool if anybody tries to do any kind of collage. She's got a lot of experience with it. Everybody's got all those different kind of things. Oh, quilts. Yes, quilting is an art. I tell you, quilting is amazing. My sister Sarah is so amazing at it. And yeah. Anyway, you guys, that's what I'm saying. Send some stuff in. Images by Gretchen at iCloud.com. And we'll try to get it in at least an hour before the show. It helps me. So I go off at 6:30 Pacific time. So if I get it by email by 5:30 or so, it really helps me be able to pull it in and keep things kind of easy on. Yeah, Roxanne, send something. Send a picture of one of your quilts. If that's what you do, yes. I would love it. Doing your quilting. Roxanne, send something, okay? All right. All right, you guys. So SkippyJon was really glad to come visit you tonight. That's kitty boy has just been up to all kinds of things. And, into the school year, he needed to come visit and say hi. So Linda had been hoping for it, and I thought, I love reading SkippyJon, and I hadn't read a really funny book in a while. And SkippyJon fits the bill. Oh, okay, look at this. I gotta go back to this. Look at that end paper that they did. Just all kinds of fun stuff. The upside down welcome mat, or welcome as you're coming in. So you're inside the house. But all the stuff on the wall of the grandparents' house. I love that. Okay. Sketches, paintings, quilts, pictures of stuff. send it to my email, and I will see you guys on Sunday for Story and Art and Show and Tell. One of my favorite nights of the week. Get to share all your wonderful things, and I get to read books. How fun is that? I like books. I like libros, said Skippito. Yes, I like books too, said Don Diego. And poquito, Tito. So, you guys, until next time, everybody. Yes. No, you don't make me scramble, Larry. You send it in plenty early enough. The thing is, if you put live art in the subject, and in the subject line of the email, live art in the subject line. Oh, fiddle here. You send it to images by, I have a Gretchen at iCloud.com with live art in subject. And then it helps me filter it. Okay? All right, everybody. Have a great evening. It's sunny. It's beautiful. We are going to be hitting some really spectacular sunsets coming up. Unfortunately, it's not for a real good reason. Part of Canada, Alberta, Canada, has terrible fires going on, and the smoke is coming down. So it makes for this amazing haze at sunset, and we get these beautiful sunsets. Shout out to Gail. Yes, also Gail's birthday was yesterday. Also, my birthday twin. She and I chatted back and forth on text messages, birthday twin messaging. It's so funny. There's 4 girls in her family. She's one of 4 sisters. I think she's the youngest of 4. I'm the youngest of 4. Our birthdays are the same. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So, cheers, Gail. Happy birthday. It was fun talking to you yesterday. Miss seeing you here every day, but take care. I hope your birthday was wonderful and that your mom is getting better. Until next time, everybody, take care and keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It is all around you. But the first place you'll find it is if you go look in the mirror. And I have a feeling you're going to get my face big full. Yeah. Oh, no. There it is.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous.
Lupe, I hope you accept my apologies for the horrendous job I did with the Spanish.
Looking like a model, better than the usual. Yeah, you don't even try, not average or typical. I put you on a pedestal. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you
Thanks, Larry.
Famous. Come and be famous. We could be famous. Want to be famous one day. We could be famous. Come and be famous.
Oops. Dance.
We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous.